This Christmas movie featuring three wise men and a baby is totally inspired by the actual Christmas story. But wait, there's a huge twist that you're missing out on. Wondering what's in store? These are Hallmark's latest Christmas movies, 2022. We're starting off with the most recent release that stars one of your favorite heartthrobs. When I Think of Christmas, which was released on November 11th, is a must-watch. The movie talks about Sarah, portrayed by Shanae Grimes, who is a lawyer that goes back to her hometown to assist her mother with a move. Once there, she's shocked to see Josh Hartman, her ex-boyfriend played by Niall Matter. Josh and Sarah both had dreamt of having a career in music together in the past. Sarah, however, left the community to pursue her legal education. Now that Josh and Sarah have both returned home after a long time away from each other, they rekindle their relationship and work to mend old scars. Eventually, they both come up with a daring plan for their Christmas show that would bring them back to their musical roots and make it a season to remember. The movie When I Think of Christmas teaches us a lot about giving up for others. Since this is Hallmark, we're confident that Josh and Sarah will reconcile. One thing's for sure, this movie does not let you down. Without a doubt, we appreciate this Christmas present from Hallmark. In an interview with Hallmarkies podcast, Shanae spoke about the movie, saying,
"Done really well. Like, it is so sweet, and it's actually got a lot of depth to the relationships, both between her and her high school boyfriend and her mom."
Oh, how amazing it is to rekindle long-lost love. And how much better for it to happen over Christmas. But this next movie is as simple, as relatable, and as realistic as it gets. We're talking about A Christmas Cookie Catastrophe, which was released the last week of November. The plot is set in a small village where Annie Cooper, played by Rachel Boston, assumes leadership of her late grandmother's cookie business. To continue the legacy, she must fill some very huge shoes. She makes every effort to turn around the failing company. But when her grandmother's recipe for her family's special cookies is taken during the Christmas party, her mission becomes challenging. Annie pursues the case to find the offender. As she searches for the recipe, she collaborates with Sam, a local baker played by Victor Webster. In an effort to save the cookie company and her job, Annie and Sam collaborate to reproduce the recipe. They discover that their lives are similar to milk and cookies, as they prepare batches of cookies together in search of the ideal one. As Annie and Sam look for the ideal cookie recipe, sparks ignite between them. Will they find the culprit and locate the cookie recipe and keep the business afloat? This 2022 film is exactly what we needed to watch this Christmas. Everybody relates to a cookie catastrophe. In an interview with TV Goodness, Webster said, "There were a few different storylines we got to play with, and a good amount of comedy mixed in with it as well. That helped move everything along, and it was just a really well-written script by Robin to bring all that together, and then Jeff to captain the ship and make it really come to life on screen." His co-star Rachel Boston told Dear Hallmark that they should be expecting this from her latest movie.
Everything might work out. I love watching them. Is that, you know, it's going to be at the end of the day, people are gonna find their way.
This is the perfect movie to watch after your cookie baking session this Christmas. But this next movie might seem like it is influenced by the three wise men who come to visit baby Jesus. But is it? This season is truly full of surprises. Well, in this case, we're referring to the three modern day men who are not only wise, but absolutely dreamy. And yes, there is a baby involved. You must have guessed it by now. We're talking about Three Wise Men and a Baby. This movie just came out on the 20th of November. And in such a short time, it has already become the most watched movie of the year on ad-supported TV. The film has a loaded star cast, and all three men are incredible in their own right, with Andrew Walker, Tyler Hynes, and Paul Campbell, who are all popular Hallmark actors in the lead. This movie had a worldwide audience of 3.6 million viewers on average. Campbell collaborated on the screenplay with Kimberly Sustad, a fellow network darling who also appeared in a cameo. The story is about Walker, Hynes, and Campbell, who play three brothers that are tasked with taking care of a newborn who was abandoned at the fire station. Margaret Collin, who starred in Three Men and a Baby in 1987, is also part of the film. On a live show for Hallmark Channel, you can just sense how much fun these three guys must have had on location.
Why we were dysfunctional for so many years.
That got away from you a little bit, didn't it? Well, that's the end of our live, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Now, who wouldn't want to watch this movie? Like, come on. It has 3 handsome men, and it's the holiday season. But this next movie is made for people who love dogs. And not just any other dog, but the adorable Corgis. A Real Corgi Christmas, starring Hunter King and Jordan Renzo, premiered on November 25th. Just before Christmas, reluctant Crown Prince Edmund makes his way back home in expectation of being declared the throne's heir. He presents his mother, the Queen, with Mistletoe, a boisterous Corgi who needs some serious training in an effort to win her over. After experiencing a number of dog mishaps, Edmund seeks the assistance of Cecily, a canine behaviorist from America, but much to his surprise, Cecily insists that he participate actively in the daily dog training sessions. As they collaborate to get Mistletoe ready to present at the annual Christmas ball, tensions between them start to fly. But the adorable dog wins their hearts, and they learn that love may blossom in the most unexpected locations. This in turn causes them to reflect on their true desires. The funniest part is, rules are made to be broken, and Hunter King broke one of Hollywood's cardinal rules by appearing in a film with children or animals. In an interview with Soaps, she mentioned before they would shoot a scene, King admitted that her loving castmate occasionally generated a little bit of pandemonium. They're canines, she chuckled. Like, what do you anticipate? They are flawlessly flawed. King essentially attended a Royalty 101 course as part of the preparation for the event. She acknowledged that she was not well acquainted in the drama that exists in royal circles. Let's just say that there was definitely some tea available that we were unaware of. Did she leave with any advice that she could use in her daily life? She admitted that she was wearing sweatpants throughout the interview, just like us, and said, "Maybe I won't wear as many of them." We also noticed the gorgeous blue gown Hunter is wearing in the movie. She looks like a princess. In an interview with Hallmark's podcast, Hunter King explained why they picked a blue-colored gown for the Christmas movie.
They said blue is Cecily's color.
They said blue is the sexiest color?
No,
I was like,
you're like, Hallmark is racy.
I've never heard that one before.
If Hunter can pull off a blue magical gown on Christmas like Cinderella, we're sure the movie is nothing short of a fairy tale. But this next movie has the same name as a children's book. Yes, we're talking about Twas the Night Before Christmas, releasing on the 17th of December, starring the great chef Marissa Loeng, Catherine Barrell, and Chandler Massey. This movie will lead the audience on a chaotic, endearing, and instructive trip. Barrell is best recognized for her roles in Winona Earp and Hallmark Channel sitcom Good Witch. And thanks to a little Christmas magic, Emma, played by Barrell, an aspiring architect, gets to experience 2 different holiday seasons. One in which she misses her flight home and celebrates in Chicago with her crush, Max, played by Everett Roderick, and in another which she returns to Vermont to celebrate the holidays with family and friends, including her longtime friend Drew, who may or may not harbor unresolved feelings for her. Emma ultimately gains insight into what is important and what will make her happy in life, and what will make her feel in love as a result of the dual holidays. In an interview with Fandomize, Barrell was asked about her character Emma in the upcoming movie, and this is what she had to say. The most surprising thing about Emma? I think her quirkiness. I was really happy. And do you know what will make us really happy? If you drop a like and subscribe to our channel. There's no feeling like receiving love and shares from our viewers. And hey, it's absolutely free. So please do keep those likes and shares coming in while we roll out some of the best content just for you. With that out of the way, let's take a look at what Barrell said about the director. Our director, Jason, comes from a very indie film comedy world, so I think when we were talking about the script, we both wanted to make it feel very real, very grounded, and kind of messy. It still has glitz and the elegance that we know and love about Hallmark Christmas movies, and that kind of special quality that they have. But I think one of the things that surprised me pleasantly about Emma was that she got to really feel her mistakes and be a lovable screw-up, and I love that about her. I feel that it made it feel much more real and acceptable, and I could really see elements of myself in her that way, rather than this being a perfect TV story. In an interview with Hallmark's podcast, Barrell's co-star Chandler Massey said when asked about the movie.
So kind of a similar concept to Next Up. There's no time travel, but there is kind of a split. The universe is split into 2 realities.
So these are the latest Hallmark Christmas movies. Why don't you now go ahead and grab your hot chocolate and marshmallows to binge watch Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas this December. But wait, Hallmark has something crazy planned out here for New Year's. New plots featuring new actors and of course, new ways to show love. Meanwhile, which Christmas movie are you gonna watch first? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.